Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Pretty Real Persona. I am your host, Ariana. And today I want to talk about what it means to reclaim your power and to really show up in your life as the main character. First, I want to do a soul check in. In the comments, write out what has been heavy for you this week. What are you going through? How's your week been? How's your day been? If it's uh been a heavy week or a light week, let me know in the comments. I want to know how you guys' week been, how you guys are doing. I've been doing good overall. I think that I don't really have a heavy this week, but I have a light, which honestly, I feel like everything in my life is like aligning to where it's supposed to be. Like, I feel like it's little by little, slowly by slowly. It's like I don't feel like I'm having to do as much planning because I feel like I've already thought, I planned enough. But I'm also feeling like, like that girl because it's getting warmer outside, it's more things to do. Like, we're not just stuck in the house like we were in the winter. Um, and it's crazy because in Ohio right now, the weather is extremely bipolar. Um, uh, it's rained literally the last 2-3 weeks, but I'm happy now. We're supposed to By the end of this week, we're supposed to be seeing 80-degree weather, so that's pretty lit. I'm excited to. I bought a whole bunch of summer clothes that I really need to clean out my closet and really just put my new clothes in there. But I haven't really wanted to wear any of my new clothes because I don't have it organized. So I think that's kind of like what's going on with me. I'm just kind of slowly but surely trying to align myself. Plus, my birthday's coming up. So maybe in the next episode, I'll tell you guys kind of what I'm planning, where I'm going, what I'm thinking about doing. But let's get right into this episode and talk about being the main, let me, one more time, the main character, as you should be, because this is your life. No one can live it better than you can. Pocket. I think one of the first things to like transitioning into the main character of your life is figuring out first, the first step is stop playing small. You're not small, baby. You're not small at all. You're the biggest thing in your life. You are the most important thing in your life. No one is more important than you are in your life. That's the first thing you have to do, is reframe your mind to think like that. To think like nobody else is as important as me. And there is a switch, there is a, there's a difference between like, ego and confidence, but you need to have a little bit of an ego to be confident. They go hand in hand, but it's like having too much ego can borderline, make you a narcissist, where you're selfish and you're not, you know it's more than just, you are the main character. It's like, if you know, let me know in the comments. Here are some signs that you are not living you're living as a side character in your life. If you notice in your life you're people pleasing, you're shrinking yourself, living a passive life, those are all signs that you are not operating as the main character of your life, as you are the main character of your life. Like I said, no one is as important in your life as you are. I just want to touch on, like, people pleasing is one of the tendencies that's hurting a lot of us in our life and stopping a lot of us from being the main character. I used to be a huge people pleaser. Like, I think I genuinely thought, like, as my feelings did not matter as much as anybody else's. So I literally operated like that. Like, there would be times people would ask me to do things I genuinely did not want to do, but I wouldn't say no because I just felt like, I should do this for them. This matters. But it's like, one thing I didn't think about is how it does not, it doesn't, I don't have to do things I don't want to do to please someone else. Or I think that sometimes I would feel like if I didn't help people or be as available to others, and mind you, people have never been as available to me as I've been available to them. Um, and some people will take advantage of that, but like if you're always giving, or you're always like showing up even when you don't want to, it's like people get used to that. So it's like they get used to you being a people pleaser, and being a people pleaser serves everybody else but you. um Being a people pleaser, always saying yes, always being the one that someone can count on even when you don't have it, it can lead to you being burnt out. It leads to you just not operating in your most authentic self. You often will sometimes resent people. Really, it's just you're not, setting boundaries for yourself, and you're not taking accountability for the fact that you are, you know, playing a part in being a people pleaser as well. People pleasing can cause, self exhaustion. You're exerting all of your energy to like do X, Y, and Z for someone else when you don't have the energy. So that's why I talked about burnout as well. People pleasing, it's basically a self-sacrificing thing. Like you sacrifice yourself in order to please someone else and do something for someone else that benefits them. And it's not about like to benefit them or not, but it's just about like listening to what you want and need, and being able to put that first. I get it. When you start to heal people pleasing by like, saying no more often, and not putting yourself, not self-sacrificing yourself at all, other people, you'll start to feel guilty for not doing the things, or feeling like you for not doing the things that you usually would do for someone, or not being able to do everything for people. And this, one of my favorite things to say is like, you cannot be everything for everyone and nothing for yourself. It's just not fair. It's not fair to you, and you are the main character of your life. You have to advocate for yourself. You have to show up as the main character of your life, or you're always going to live your life for someone else, for something else. And you shouldn't, because this is your life. You don't want your life to pass you by and you realize, oh man, I lived a lot of my life, for someone else or for something else. You will not feel fulfilled in your life doing things like that. But it's like, it's easier said than done. It's hard to get out of people pleasing. Um, this people pleasing tendency, it was very, very hard for me. Like, I it was so hard for me to tell people no. People, started thinking I was acting funny, but really it's like you also have to just, once you say no that first time, like people will get the hint, or you just have to keep saying no. And it's like, even if they don't get the hint, it's like every time you say no, um at first you feel guilty. You feel like, man, I wish I could do this for them, do that for them. But really, it's like, in the long run, it really like builds, like, okay, it builds that main character energy for yourself. Like, okay, I don't do anything I don't want to do. I'm always taking into account how I feel before I tell someone I'm going to do something. And even if I tell someone I want to do something, I say I don't want to do it. I definitely think it's important to give people like a notice. But if something happens, like, don't feel bad for telling someone you can't do something you already said you were gonna do. Not up to people to understand, but it's more important for you to understand. Like, I can't be everything for everyone else and nothing for myself. You have to put yourself first. It's very important to put yourself first. So like, main character energy, it's not an aesthetic. It's not a delusion. It's not like anything like that. It's about purpose and alignment in your own life. Aligning yourself to your life purpose, your goal, your authentic self, becoming your most authentic self. That's what main character energy is. And you cannot achieve those things by people pleasing or making yourself small to others. Like, I'm not going to lie. I think most of my life I have played small Ari. Like, I played small Ari. I think people were so used to seeing me as a resource. Mind you, I am the oldest daughter. So another thing, I'm always been seen as a resource to anybody. And, eventually it did get, better. But it's like I had to go through a period of like where I had to say no for myself, because that's just, I did not, especially moments I did not want to do it. Main character energy is about embracing your story and showing up authentic, taking control of your own story. It's important to make daily choices and decisions that bring you into alignment to where you want to go or what you want to do in life, to embody the main character energy of your life, of your story. This is your life. And some things that are really good to do are, practicing self care. Since we're into the topic of self care, my self care girlies come to the front. If you have any like self care tips or anything that you do um, to really feel like that girl, to really uh, embody that main character energy, drop it in the comments. We want to hear about it. We want to know about it. First, I want to do a segment. This segment today is called Beauty Rituals That Feed My Soul. So some things that I do that like really help me like, get back to myself and um especially when I'm approaching burnout and all those things, like is my self-care. I literally manifested the fact that I wanted it to be my default. I want it to be something that I go back to every time I get to feeling burned out. So some things that really help me are I I even want to take my self-care up a notch. Like the each new level that I hit, I try to take my self-care up a notch. So one of my favorite things is to do a sheet mask. I will do a sheet mask, a lip scrub. I wash my face. I have face wash, face lotion. I do that like twice a day. But like when I'm really feeling like, oh, I just really need some self care, I do a sheet mask, a lip scrub, a body scrub. My girlfriend, she got me some of this like Bath and Body like eucalyptus body butter, and I mix that with some oil, and I lather my skin up, baby, and put my Snuggie on. Some things that really help me like feel just calm and stuff. Comfortable. I like to be comfortable, cozy. So I'll make a home cooked meal. Like that really does it for me. And I drink some wine. I'm getting to feeling like, wow, this is really my life. I'm really. So yeah, try those things. I know nowadays they have mask for everything: lip mask, eye mask, nipple mask, hair mask, relaxing. I'm a watch TV girls. I'm a series girl. So if you guys are watching any new series that you want to recommend to me, put them in the comments. I like sci-fi thrillers, stuff like that. Yeah. Another thing that helps with like self-care is to have a self-maintenance, self-maintenance days, like days where you're like, okay, I'm doing my hair for the month, or doing my hair. This is what my hair is for the month, or doing my nails. Like me. Well, don't you guys think my nails are so cute? I did them. I did my toes too. They're purple, but I'm not going to show you guys my feet. Um, and these are shorter than I usually do them. I'm a long nail girly. I like the long nails, but the short are eating down, 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 down. Self care, self maintenance, all important to being the main character. Like, just look good, feel good. That's a real thing. Look good, feel good. I know it helps me a lot, especially when if I'm feeling down a little bit. Or I'm feeling like that main character energy isn't like as strong as I like it to be. I, dive deep. The trick is to pour into yourself more. And that's why, people pleasing, shrinking yourself, and living passively does not um, serve your main character energy and the embodiment of taking control of your life. Do self care things that I want to add eventually. Like I get massages every once in a while, but I would literally I feel like it's luxury to get a massage every month. I want to eventually get a massage every month, eventually, but we'll work up to that. But I also want to add more to my skincare. Like I want to add this hydrating exfoliant, and they have like some eye cream. I don't really have like really dark eyes or anything like that, but I just want to add a few things to my list. I want to start to like really hone in on my hair care. As you see, I got my natural hair out today. My little poof, my little pineapple. Um, I love my little pineapples, the little quick thing. I have an activity for you guys to help you, embody main character energy. It'll help you shift from surviving to designing your own life. So get a piece of paper and get a pen. So I'll give you a little bit of time. And I want you guys to write down exactly like everything perfect. Who do you want to be? Who do you want to be seen as? And make sure who you want to be seen as and who you want to be align because that is the most authentic. That'll be you showing up authentically when those two are the same thing. Write out exactly how you would want your life to go, like as far as future plans. Write it down as if you already have it. So write it down as if you're already living it. So share some of your guys' stories in the comments. Like, I've done this before, and it's like I don't know when I'm going to share my journals with you guys, or like read some, um, just so you guys can kind of see like where I was to where I am now, and how that correlates into how I've healed and transformed my own self and my own life. And um, I don't know how I'm going to incorporate that in there. If you guys have some ideas of what you guys think I should do, definitely let me know um, in the comments. I would greatly appreciate it. I think that is a start. And then it's like, start making yourself into that person. Like, if you want to, be a person who works out every day, or you want to be a person who takes care of their emotions, takes care of themselves, takes care of how they look, how they present themselves, start coming up with actions of how you can do that now, right now, and everything that you're doing. And then, what you can work towards, start making those into smaller goals. And then another thing I think that is important is just like being present, romanticizing your life, taking yourself on solo dates, sitting at home by yourself, like where it's like you're not talking to anybody on the phone. Me, like in my earlier days, I had that really bad. Like, I would talk to everybody on the phone. Like, I just wanted to talk on the phone to pass time, so I wasn't here alone, all kinds of like stuff like that. But like, try to like not be try to be present, and start to do things that help romanticize your life, like going on solo dates, park dates, to the movies by yourself, out to eat by yourself. Like, I know that kind of sounds a little bit weird, and some people will be like, out to the movies by myself. Baby, yes, go to the movies by yourself. Yes, do that. And then yeah, just really romanticizing your life, because it's like that's going to scream main character energy. Once you get used to romanticizing your own life, like, things in your life start to grow. You start to attract more in your life once you're pouring into yourself, and you're making yourself into the main character, because you are the main character, baby. It's you. I just want to leave you guys with like, you are the main character in your life. Don't be afraid to take up space. You create your story. This is for you, baby. It's all about you. Um, So I want to wish you guys luck into your journey of, becoming the main character of your life. I know that you will be successful in it, and I know that it'll be everything that you've imagined. So I want to say thank you guys for tuning in, tapping into Pretty Real Persona, where we show up pretty damn real, and we talk about real shit. Um, If you guys like today's episode, please subscribe, please like, leave a comment, and follow us on Instagram, TikTok. Um, and yeah, thank you guys for tapping in, tuning in to Pretty Real Persona. I am your host, Ariana, and I love you guys. Have a good day.